Hello, 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 friends. Good evening.
GE. What's going on, Coop?
GE, my friend. How are you? I'm good.
Doing great.
Coming at you live from NFT NYC. It's a good time.
How is it up there?
It's only lacking a Links specific event, but other than that, it is awesome.
I can't believe that was a year ago.
It wasn't actually. That's the funny thing about
Oh,
NFT NYC is it happens like every 9.5 months now.
so it was May. I thought it was May. When
June?
was it? Like June, July?
I think it was in June. All I
Wow.
remember is that ETH was like $800.
Yeah. Good vibes. But we went to five iron. I mean, it was good.
It was a great time. Yeah, Five Iron was really fun. Got to meet and see a bunch of you. It was great. Um, yeah, NFT NYC is very cool. People are very excited about Spay Bay. So really a lot of good energy around links in the community. Love to see it. Speaking of good energy and good vibes, we have the referral prizes. Those emails are going out now. So if you want a referral prize or you're curious, check your email, check back, and we will get in touch with you. We are working to align the email addresses with Discord IDs for some of them. So if you are a listener here, live or on the recording, you check your email, just reply with your Discord ID, and we'll get you hooked up with your prizes. Um, Additionally, you may have noticed some chatter in the Discord. Our new membership is rolling out. This is the annual fee tier, payable with credit card instead of crypto. So you'll probably see some new friends, some new roles, and some new faces in the Discord. Welcome our new friends, and you know we'll be playing golf together soon in a lot of different ways. So really excited about that update. And if you are someone who has signed up for an invitation or for the referral program, hang tight. We are rolling out those new memberships in phases and batches while we get everything dialed in and perfected. So if you haven't received your invite yet, don't worry, it's coming. Um, I'd also love to update everyone on the status of Spebe. The latest is we're still in due diligence. We've hammered out some of the biggest items on the due diligence list, but it is a exhaustive list, right? We want to make sure we have all of our bases covered and are being the best stewards of the treasury we can be to make sure all of the I's are dotted and T's are crossed over there in Scotland. So we are expecting a completed closure in April. That's still on track. And we're working really hard behind the scenes to set up the membership options, how to initiate, as well as when we're going to go over there and play. The idea of the summer solstice has been tossed around, going over for the longest day of the year. We're working on travel, logistics, housing, and great experiences for y'all when we go over and play Spay this summer and whenever we want to in the future, because it'll be our course. So, good updates on that front. I also got some time with Bez, Chris, and Jim today. We are making great progress on the US course front, adding more courses to the pipeline and in deep conversations with 3 courses right now. So, when we have more updates or details on that, obviously, y'all will be the first to know, and we'll get into the discussion and hopefully a vote like we did with Spay. I personally feel like we could maybe do 2 courses this year. Let's get one open in the US as well as Spay. Um, I think that the velocity on that's going really well, but we will see on that front. Um, Now, I know a lot of you are here because there's a new member benefit. I have some behind the scenes alpha. I've been looking at what's coming up. This is, we've been adding utility in this project since the first week after mint. Been adding partnerships. I have never seen anything even by link standards, that compares with the next few weeks of partnerships, benefits, utility, additional discounts, and more opportunities for great golf, great equipment, great partnerships. So uh, it's a really, really exciting time. I am pumped. And to update us on the new benefit for tonight, I'd love to kick it over to Jordan. How you doing tonight, Jordan?
What's up? Good evening. I'm glad you got to touch some grass today.
I needed it for sure. It was a hot day out
Yeah.
there. We walked 18. It was rough.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I have even better news. There are two new benefits. So not just one, but two that we're announcing tonight. And like Coop said, even more utility and even more fun stuff coming up. So I'm going to announce both of those now. I'll save the best for last. And that's nothing against this first one, but the second one is fantastic. The first one is very, very good, though. The first is Bad Birdie. You might have seen these guys on Instagram. They have really cool clothing for both on and off the course. It's stuff you could wear, just in your daily life, hanging out, parties, whatever it may be. Amazing accessories. They have a great logo. Really cool stuff. I love their hats personally. So we all get 15% off now on everything on their website. It's at badbirdiegolf.com. You can go check out their stuff. And that benefit is now live in Clubhouse. And without further ado, this is this next benefit. Some alpha was dropped in members chat today, but you're going to hear it, I guess, from the horse's mouth. So they say now. It's a big one. This is one of our best benefits ever, and it still amazes me. We just launched this. It's still amazing we have this benefit, that they even let us do this. So this is Arcos, ARCCOS. Not all of you may be super familiar with it, but you should be, especially if you love combining technology and your golf game. So Arcos is golf's first artificial intelligence platform and number one on-course tracking system. Some fancy words there. It automatically tracks your shots. So what you do is there's these sensors that you put into the grip, like the top of your grip of your club. You don't even notice it's there. And it tracks every shot you hit. It knows how far you hit the ball, how far you putt the ball, right? How many strokes you took. And at the end of your round, you can see your round fully. Every single analytic you probably ever want. So you get in-round insights as well. So it's in real time. At the end of the round, they personalize the strokes that you gained. So there's analytics on every facet of your game, from driving to putting, whatever it may be. And every club in your bag too, as well, because they're tracking all of that. So we get those smart sensors for free. They're giving those sensors, the hardware for your clubs, for free to Links members, plus a free trial for what they call Arcos Caddy, like their data and analytics platform that tracks all this amazing stuff. I've seen people use it. It's incredible. Once I saw it, I was sold. This benefit is live now. I've got my sensors on the way. I can't wait now that the weather has turned and I can get out more. So check it out. It's in the benefits section. There's no reason to not at least try it out. You get the sensors for free. You get a free trial. And like I said, everyone I know that uses Arcos just raves about it. So check it out. That's the two benefits that have launched this week.
Fantastic. I mean, I don't even want to look at my Arcos data from today, but I will eventually. I did not play particularly well, but I'm excited to see exactly where I went wrong in the data. I've been using it for a month or two now, and I absolutely love the analytics I get from my Arcos. So stoked that we've enhanced and renewed that benefit, and Bad Birdie is going to be another awesome one. So thanks, Jordan, for that. And shout out to the partnerships team who keeps it rolling. That is awesome. And yeah, we got a question here from Brandon. Can we share that benefit publicly? I don't think there's any, do we have any restrictions on that one?
Sorry, were you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So Arcos, we can share publicly. Yes, we can share both of these publicly.
Excellent. Cool. Yeah, let it rip on the Twitters.
Yep.
We are stoked about that. Zed, welcome to the stage. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, Coop. My question is, I already have and use Arcos, and it's amazing. What benefit, if any, do I get as a owner of the product already?
As an existing subscriber. That's an interesting question. Mr. Senor, do you know implementation wise if that's an issue or if you might have to create a new subscription, cancel the old one? I'm not sure. If because we do get some free subscription time. I'm not sure.
It just applies to new ones, but Nick will have to weigh in for anything else.
Okay, we'll work on getting you an answer on that, Zed, and see
Okay.
what we can do.
So
You might get
just another set of sensors.
yeah. I mean, if you have like two sets of clubs or something, that could work. Or if if yours have broken or something like that, you also could maybe it's a 45-day free trial. I didn't mention that, so maybe you get like 45 days for free. We'll figure it out and let you know.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. This is great.
Sweet. Any other questions? Feel free to raise your hand. Come up on stage. Happy to chat. This is the time to do it. Depressive hacks. Come on up.
What's up, guys?
Hey, hey.
This is my very first Links community call, and definitely my first as a Links holder, so excited to be here.
Welcome. That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
I wanted to ask, so I actually have before they did a full set, Arcos did just a sensor for the driver when they were first starting out. And the reason that I don't use mine is because you basically can't access the data from it without the subscription. So, like, past the 45 days, are you basically like, I mean, do I have a good understanding of that? Like, I haven't kept up with their stuff in a couple of years, but from my understanding, like, if you weren't looking to pay like a monthly fee type of thing, obviously you have all the sensors for free, which is awesome, but you can't really access the data from those sensors without subscribing.
Yeah, from what I understand, I think you will still need the subscription to access the Arcos data in the app, and I use it on course to look at my yardages and distances and everything like that. I used to use 18 birdies for that exclusively. So I mean, I find it useful out there on the course. Obviously, monthly subscriptions or annual subscriptions are up to you, but I think the 45-day push on that and with the free sensors makes it a pretty sweet deal. But yeah, you have to use your discretion on that. I don't think there's a way to access the data without that. But yeah, I think you'll probably need, but we'll look into that as well.
Okay. No, I definitely think it's cool. I just, if I'm going to use it, I just kind of was curious what comes after that. Do you keep your sensors on your clubs at all times? Like, just throw them in the bag with the sensors, no issues?
I do. I have no problems at all. It detects my shots. It works on the Apple Watch, the iPhone, and I had the sensor clip, which was super convenient to clip it onto your belt loop or your pocket, and then you don't need a watch or a phone on your person. It detects all your shots. But I lost that piece, so that's a bummer. If any of you find my Arcos sensor, let me know. But yeah, I keep the sensors on my clubs in my bag. They're in the trunk of my car. I drive them around, rattle them around. They've been through like multiple flights at this point, no problems whatsoever. So they stick right in the top. I don't even notice that they're there when I grip the clubs. Yeah, they come with 14 sensors, so one for each club in your bag if you're playing a full regulation bag. If you are a cheater and have 16 or 17 clubs in your bag, as I have been in the past, you're gonna need more sensors.
Cool. Yeah, I read that they were pretty durable, so it's nice to hear that you've had no issues and that you can literally just leave them there instead of just having to like put them in before you go play and then take them out every time. So cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they're pretty hard to get in and out of the club. So I'd recommend leaving them there. But thanks for coming up, Depressive, and congrats on attending your first Links community call. I appreciate you and everybody else here in the audience for being here. I think we did get to. Oh no, you don't need the sensors. Don't need to be charged at all. Actually, I don't know how it works. What kind of magic Arcos is up to make it so that the sensors don't need to be charged. But yeah, they are automatic. I don't know if it's solar or kinetic or just like a watch battery that uses so little power that you never have to replace them. I'm pretty sure Marcos. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a battery, but they last a really long time because. So Zach was telling me this. Zach used to work at Arcos back in the day, and he was telling me that originally it was Bluetooth Low Energy, the technology that connected the sensor with the phone, but it was so poorly performing from a battery perspective, the battery would just die really fast. And so an engineer at Arcos basically introduced the ability for a sound that is not heard by the human ear to be emitted from the sensor. Your phone then, or the Arcos Caddy, has a microphone that picks up that sound that's tuned exactly to the frequency of the sensor that's paired to your club. And then because of that, the battery lasts for a very, very long time. So you don't have to charge it. You don't have to like replace the battery. It just lasts for a long time because of that technology breakthrough, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's so cool. That explains why the microphone icon comes up on my phone or my watch. Like it turns on the microphone on the watch. Cool. Yeah, that's rad. So yeah, the batteries last a long time, and I'm pretty sure Arcos will help you out if there's any problems with your battery life. So no, that's the thing. It doesn't really work on the range because what happens is, so you hit your ball, it detects that you hit your shot, and then using GPS, it sees where you are when you hit your next shot. So it tracks your distance based on where you are. So if you don't go from where you hit one shot and then hit your next shot from where the ball is, it's not going to give you any data. So yeah, it doesn't replace like a TrackMan or any other range setup, but it's great for seeing where you hit, what you hit on the course, and which wrong fairways or patches of rough you tend to find most often.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was incredibly skeptical before I started using it on two things. One was how much of a pain in the ass was it going to be to pair, and two, how much time during my round was I going to be spending looking at my phone, adjusting like any inaccuracies that it had. After using it one time, I actually used it with Jordan at a course in Nashville, and he probably remembers this. I was absolutely blown away. Like the night before, I like set aside a bunch of time to like pair everything. It was easier than pairing an Apple Watch. And then once I showed up, it's just like it just works. Like you sometimes have to, especially if you like hit a ball out of bounds, and there's like some things you have to do. I usually check it at the end of each hole just to make sure my score is right. But it works flawlessly, which I was shocked based on my expectations going in.
Yeah, it's really impressive technology, and shout out to the Arcos team. Yeah, for anybody who's trying to lower their handicap this year, obviously Links membership is the way to go, but Arcos will go a long way towards helping you out with knowing what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right out there. So stoked about this one. Thanks, Jordan. Thanks, partnerships team, continuing to crush it. If there are any other questions, feel free to ping us in chat. And yeah, we will catch y'all next week. Stay tuned for RBC Heritage content in the server this weekend. Dom's going to be streaming the watch party all weekend. Jordan?
Sounds good.
All right. Later, y'all.
Thank you. See ya.
See y'all.